From WMC TV, the Mid-South's only 24-hour news channel, this is Action News 5.
A historic year for Tennessee public school students begins with yet another push for a state income tax. Good evening, I'm Joe Birch.
And I'm Mearl Purvis. 3% of all Tennessee paychecks would go for a new state income tax and pay for education reform. That's the new proposal from Governor Ned McWhorter today.
The governor also proposes a massive tax reform package. Now, here are the highlights. First, McWhorter proposes reducing the state sales tax rate from 5.5% to 5%. Now, McWhorter has called a special legislative session that begins a week from tomorrow to consider his proposals. The governor says if the legislature fails to pass education reform and a way of taxing and funding it, the courts will decide school financing. At least one Tennessee state representative sees both strengths and weaknesses in the governor's tax reform proposal. Representative Carol Chumney of Midtown says she thinks the proposal will receive mixed reviews among Tennessee lawmakers.
I'm glad to see a focus on tax relief for senior citizens. I think we need that very badly in our state.
Representative Chumney also says she was disappointed that the governor's proposal failed to include a lifting of the state sales tax on food purchases.
Well, the proposed shakeup in education funding comes on the same afternoon as an historic shakeup in the city school system.
Swearing-in ceremonies are being held at this hour for city school board members. 6 of those board members will be grappling with Governor McWhorter's education funding plan during their first year on the board. David Trust is at the swearing-in right now over at Hollywood and Avery at the Board of Education building, and he joins us now live with the story. David?
Joe, Mearl, we are in the speech-making portion of today's ceremonies. The ceremonies began about 30 minutes ago. This is all a done deal.
Thank you, David Trust from the Board of Education. Mearl?
Okay, Joe. So what do you think about the governor's plan to create a state income tax to pay for education reform? We're giving you the chance to express your opinion about that subject in this evening's Action News 5 Instapoll. Here's the question. Do you support Governor McWhorter's tax reform plan? If the answer is yes, call 1-900-720-6071. If your answer is no, call 1-900-720-6072. Each call costs 50 cents. The lines will be open until 9:30 tonight. This is an unscientific poll, but it does indicate how many of you feel about this important subject. We'll show you the phone numbers again later in this newscast, and we will have the final results tonight at 10. The holiday break is over for school students across the Mid-South, and TV5 along with Big Star and Quality Stamps continue our efforts to make difficult homework problems a little bit easier. The homework hotline reopens tonight. You can call 325-5050 to get help with your homework problems. Homework hotline is open Monday through Thursday nights from 5 till 9. The number again is 325-5050. A man who probably never needed help with his homework joins us now with this Mid-South current conditions. How's it going, Dave?
It's going fine, Mearl. I still need a lot of help with homework, let me tell you. We've been trying to figure out what's going to happen for the rest of the week. We'll share that with everyone in just a few minutes. Right now, though, well, we had a beautiful day today, didn't we? Skies are still clear. The temperature is 55 degrees. It was mild today. It's going to be even milder tomorrow. We'll fill you in on all those details in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. Stay with us when Action News 5 continues. A woman facing 2 charges of negligent homicide goes before a West Memphis judge today.
Tara Medlin is charged in the deaths of a Mississippi minister and his son. And there's a surprising twist in the vehicular homicide case of a Memphis woman accused of killing 2 children.
And we'll have the FDA ruling on the controversial silicone breast implants. Are they banned? We'll tell you when Action News 5 continues. Jarvis Greer joins us, and he's got the new manager of the Memphis Chicks, right?
That's right. We told you about him last night. He's in town today. Brian Polberg is the new Chicks manager, and you will meet him when we come back in sports.
Memphis International Airport will be the first airport in America to get a revolutionary new radar system. It's called the Doppler system. It does a much better job than ordinary radar of detecting dangerous wind shear conditions, which can slam planes into the ground without warning. The Federal Aviation Administration has not told Memphis when the new Doppler system will be installed, but certainly that will be a nice addition out there, right, Dave?
Or they could just Call Dave.
That's right.
You know, we're getting 2 Doppler radar systems. The FAA is getting this one you were just talking about, and also the National Weather Service is going to get a separate Doppler system, which will help in locating tornadoes before they actually touch down. That's going to be great, too.
That'd be great.
We will be talking about, well, it isn't a great 5-day forecast to have, but it's a great 1-day forecast. I'll tell you about that when we come back. Hey, what a day for early January, huh? The temperature, well, the sun was the key. Came out about 10 o'clock this morning, and we ended up with a beautiful afternoon with the temperature making it all the way up to 58 degrees. The satellite sequence. Unfortunately, you can't see much of the new look because clouds are covering the country. You can see that our area cleared out nicely toward the middle of the morning. All those clouds kind of burned away. 3 times now. It seems that we start out, we got a couple of sunny days, and then all of a sudden, the fog and the drizzle sets in for days and days, and that's going to happen this week too, I'm afraid.
But it's January. It could be a lot worse.
It could indeed, and we've got that sunshine tomorrow.
That's right. It's been good to me. Thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, coming up this evening in our second half hour of Action News 5, find out why children's asthma may be linked with cockroaches, and you'll see these stories.
I'm Greeley Kyle. The Shelby County Public Defender's Office is a week away from having to shut down because it's out of money. That's something that could affect thousands of people.
I'm Janice Broach live in the newsroom. Silicone gel implants are off the market for a while. I'll tell you why.
Thanks, Mearl. Otis Higgs here is a 3-time candidate for Memphis mayor. Bill Gibbons, a former Memphis City Council member, also once ran for mayor. Gentlemen, welcome back. Let's talk about some of the criticism that Mearl just mentioned. City Council member Kenneth Whalen. The time has come to welcome a bright and beautiful new addition here to the Action News 5 family. Mearl Purvis has just completed her first broadcast with Action News 5. We're so delighted. You survived. We're so delighted to have you with us.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here. You guys have been sheer professionals. You have helped me along, and I hope you will continue to do this. Don't let me down just because it's day one.
Well, so many of our viewers have asked, when is the new anchor woman going to start over the last 3 months or so? And we're just delighted that you're here, and thanks for coming. She's originally from Rankin County, right, in Mississippi?
Hinds County, but it's next door.
Okay.
Rankin is next door.
And that's where Jackson is.
That's where Jackson is. You got it. Thank you, Jim.
Mearl Purvis, the era of Mearl Purvis has begun here on Action News 5. We thank you very much for watching. NBC Nightly News is next.
Shelby County's drug program.
We discuss it on Wake Up Call tomorrow.